Walk into any hardware store, and you'll see both cans on the shelf: mineral spirits and paint thinner. They look like twins, they get used for similar jobs, and plenty of people treat the names as interchangeable, right up until a finish turns gummy. A cleanup job takes forever, or the smell takes over the room. Here's what matters. One of these names usually points to a fairly specific product, while the other is more like a category label that can hide a lot of variation. Once that clicks, the rest of the decision-making gets simpler, and you stop buying solvents by guesswork. What it is. Mineral spirits is a petroleum distillate used as a solvent, and white spirit is a common synonymous name in many contexts. It's typically used for thinning certain paints and for cleaning. And the key point is that when a can says mineral spirits, you usually have a good idea of what you're getting. Paint thinner, on the other hand, is not one single chemical. It's a general term for products designed to thin paint or help with cleanup, and the actual contents may vary by manufacturer and formulation. Let me explain why that matters. If you buy paint thinner, you might be buying mineral spirits, or you might be buying a blend intended to behave differently. Consistency and predictability. Mineral spirits tends to be more predictable as a purchase because it's a more specific product name, often tied to a known class of petroleum solvent. That predictability shows up in how it feels in use, how quickly it flashes off, how it cuts oily residue, and how it behaves when you wipe a surface down before finishing. Paint thinner is where the mystery starts. Because the label can cover different solvent mixes, the same paint thinner job can feel easy one day and oddly stubborn the next, simply because you grabbed a different brand or a different formulation. Bottom line, if you care about repeatable results, the specific label usually gives you a safer bet than the category label. Typical uses. Mineral spirits commonly shows up in oil-based workflows, thinning oil-based paints and cleaning brushes and tools after using those products. It's also widely used for cleaning and degreasing tasks, especially when you need something that dissolves greasy grime without immediately evaporating like a very fast solvent. Paint thinner is also sold for thinning paint and cleaning paint off tools, but the best use depends on what's actually inside the can you bought. In practical terms, that means paint thinner can be fine when the goal is general cleanup and you're following the paint manufacturer's guidance, but it's not the label to trust blindly if you're trying to dial in a finish step. Odor and user experience. Mineral spirits has a recognizable petroleum solvent smell, and many people experience it as less sharp than some stronger solvent blends. There are also versions sold as odorless mineral spirits, which are refined to reduce aromatic content and are often mentioned in art and studio contexts for that reason. Paint thinner can smell mild or harsh, and you can't really predict which just from the words paint thinner on the front. That's not a small detail, because odor is usually a clue about volatility and the kind of ventilation you'll want, even if it's not a perfect scientific signal. If you're working indoors or you're sensitive to fumes, the name on the can matters less than the actual product type and safety information, but mineral spirits is at least a more defined starting point. Strength and surface safety. Mineral spirits is a strong enough solvent to cut oils and many oil-based residues, yet it's often chosen because it's less aggressive than hotter solvents used for rapid stripping or heavy-duty dissolving. That balance is why it's common in prep and cleanup steps where you want to remove grime without attacking every surface instantly. Paint thinner might behave similarly if it's essentially mineral spirits, or it might be more aggressive if it contains other solvents, and that difference can show up as softening certain coatings, hazing some plastics, or changing how a partially cured finish behaves. Here's what matters. The more ambiguous the label, the more you should treat the first use as a test, not a commitment. Evaporation and working time. Mineral spirits generally gives a workable open time for wiping and cleaning because it doesn't vanish instantly, which can be helpful when you're trying to dissolve and lift residue rather than just smear it around. It also means rags may stay wet longer, which affects both drying time and safe handling. Paint thinner can evaporate slower or faster depending on its formulation, so your working time and the way it influences flow and leveling can change across products. If you've ever thinned an oil-based product and felt like it suddenly started setting up too fast, that can be a clue that the thinner you used was not equivalent to what you used last time. Cleanup performance. Mineral spirits is a classic choice for cleaning oil-based paint from brushes, rollers, and metal tools, especially when you want to dissolve the binder and pigments effectively. It's also commonly used to clean up greasy residue on surfaces before applying certain finishes, again because it dissolves oils well. Paint thinner can do those jobs too, but only if it's compatible with the paint system and similar in solvent character to what the paint expects. The real-world problem is that the words paint thinner do not guarantee compatibility with every paint, since different paints rely on different solvent systems. Labeling and buying decisions. If a project calls for mineral spirits specifically, it's usually because the person specifying it wants a known petroleum solvent with predictable behavior. If a project calls for paint thinner, it may be speaking casually, or it may be referring to a store product intended for thinning a particular class of paint, which still leaves room for variation. A smart habit is to read beyond the front label, because paint thinner is a marketing term more than a chemical identity. If you need repeatability, match the solvent to the paint manufacturer's recommendations and prefer explicit naming over vague naming when possible. Safety basics you shouldn't skip. Mineral spirits is a flammable solvent, and it should be used with good ventilation and sensible handling, including proper storage and rag disposal. Paint thinner products are also typically flammable and can pose similar inhalation and fire risks, sometimes with additional hazards depending on the solvent blend. The important practical point is that less stinky does not automatically mean safe, and common does not mean harmless. Treat both as serious chemicals. Ventilate, avoid skin saturation, keep away from ignition sources, and follow the safety directions on the specific product you bought. Bottom line, if you want a clear choice with fewer surprises, mineral spirits is usually the more defined product and tends to behave consistently across brands compared with the broader paint thinner label. Paint thinner can be perfectly fine, but it's a category name, so the only honest way to judge it is by the actual formulation and what the paint system you're using recommends. The simplest way to stay out of trouble is to decide what job you're doing, check what the coding calls for, and buy the solvent that's named specifically for that role, instead of trusting a vague label. If there's one rule worth keeping, it's this: when finishes matter, specificity beats convenience.